return of a beloved character action franchise feels unreal for the OG fans, as well as a warm welcome to newcomers who are open for a challenge. In this day and age where difficulty is making a comeback to gaming, with gamers getting comfortable with Souls-likes, roguelikes and 2D side-scrollers getting the praise it deserves, they are also getting bored to death with the simplicity and basic tropes in standard AAA titles. So it was the perfect timing for this year, being the year of the ninja, with a lot of ninja games coming out, as well as 2026 being the year of the samurai with upcoming games like Onimusha, Neo 3, and new titles to excite gamers who want a challenge. Since it got announced back in February, as well as dropping a remake to Ninja Gaiden 2, it felt like hack and slash is now back in gaming, and showing everyone what real difficulty is. Not only that, Ninja Gaiden is the most important action game franchise of all time. The era of character action games has run themselves into the ground in the way of AAA games. God of War, once a fun hack and slash, fell into Sony's AAA solid slop. And yes, we do have Devil May Cry and Nier Automata getting the praise it deserves, but fear there is no hope for upcoming releases. As well as Bayonetta 3 dividing the fanbase, Hi-Fi Rush, as great as it is, it got poor mismanagement by Xbox, and Final Fantasy 16 would be the closest we got from Square Enix getting out of their comfort zone, but fans would rather go back to their old style. And Lost Solicides this year, it is an odd one. The action is there, but it has no charm or identity to stand out. Now where are we? We need a title to prove the genre can come back and return to its former glory. We need a franchise to keep the flame from dying out. Ninja Gaiden 4 is our last hope for the future of the genre, as well as the series. This is the last hope for character action games. Just like Nero in DMC 4 and 5, we are given a new character who is introduced to the franchise, where we play most of the time, and we only get to play Ryu for 4 chapters. While Yakumo is not as bad as Nero, his existence is only there for newcomers that won't get overwhelmed with Ryu's combos and weapons being a lot to take in. But we do have lore expanded in this game, showing other clans and perspectives of another person seeing the world and what they think is right. And it's interesting how they fulfill their own destiny. The level design is handled well with different routes to reach your checkpoint, as well as doing side quests. You are encouraged to explore levels to find different contractors, which helps expand the world. And you get your own quick-time reactions to transport to different areas, like grinding on rails or gliding and surfing like your Sonic Adventure 2. Now with the level design, the boss encounters are bad. They are broken up into 3 sections. You'll waste 2 levels getting to the boss and come across a few mini-bosses, and the third is when you'll encounter them. It repeats the formula about 4 times, which is really tedious as it's nothing new or groundbreaking. It was at the point I got sick of exploring and just want to get the level done and over with. There's even levels where you were chasing a big fish that dragged out for too long. It's the same level where they teased us into thinking we'll finally fight Ayane, but instead the fish boss gets in the way. We got to fight Ryu twice, and we had a perfect opportunity for Ayane to be a boss, and they fucked it up. Some stages spawn too many enemies for the sake of wanting fans to play longer, as you get monsters who summon more enemies unless you defeat them first. They did the same thing with Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, where you take 1 to 2 hits to die in Master Ninja, and it's the same thing here, which means you have to get out of the habit of overextending and leaving yourself vulnerable. With 19 to 20 chapters, they dragged it out with filler fight scenes that shouldn't take more than an hour to complete each chapter, even for the Master Ninja difficulty. One mispress or not pressing anything in 1 second will cost you your life. You have to be wary of grab attacks and unblockable attacks with the hordes of enemies you'll run into, as well as understanding their patterns as well. They treated Ryu terribly in this game. Honestly, he's nothing more than an afterthought from the developers. I said it before earlier, he only has 4 chapters out of 20, but they're just Yakumo's chapters repeated, and you fight the same bosses. He only has 1 unique boss, as well as fighting Achilles, which gives Ryu invincibility when being introduced. It's really cheap, it's just a waste of a boss fight for a limited amount of time we have with him. His sections just killed the replayability for me, and it became a chore during Master Ninja, which is what I enjoy in all of the games. You're just forced to replay the Yakumo levels. It wasn't fun at all. Dante got more respect in DMC4, no doubt about it. That's just how insulting this game is. You get a lack of weapons in the game, only up to 5 with Yakumo, with the final weapon being used for a short period of time towards the ending. Ryu doesn't get all of his weapons back, but primarily wields the iconic Dragon Sword, but developers confirmed more weapons for him will come as paid DLC. Yakumo has an exclusive form called Blood Raven. This usage is controlled by a meter and helps break enemy stance, which strips away players' combos you pull off as you're forced to change style to stagger enemies just so you can deal damage. Taking away ideas and skill sets from players when strategizing how to take down enemies in exchange for Souls-like mechanics. But Berserk mode is like Devil Trigger, where you can kill off enemies faster when the meter is filled up, with each weapon having different attack animation. Through the game, the protagonist buys combat skills and unlocks combos with currency you pick up, which does help you remember different styles easier when you're practicing and training. But the end game is disappointing, as you don't get rewards for beating the game, and even in Master Ninja. Ninja Trials isn't as fun and creative as the previous games. No returning bosses and boss challenging trials. As much as I don't like the women stages in Ninja Gaiden 2, at least put them back, at least put them in the challenging trials for more playable options. There are no unlockable outfits, which is a slap in the face. This game could have had potential to bring back the franchise that was abandoned for over a decade. This did not reach my expectations, and others agree how disappointing this is. This is a 4 out of 10 for me. This is so disappointing. Really disappointing for old fans. I'm sure it's an 8 out of 10 for new fans. They're probably excited about new challenging games, but that's about it. It's so disappointing. Do you agree or disagree with me? Let me know. I'll see you in the new year. Take care, guys.